Hey y'all, it's Daviana, aka Y0ung.M3lanin. I'm back today with a video. I know it's been a while, but we finna get this ball on the road. No, on the road, show on the road, whatever the saying is. We finna do it, okay? We're gonna talk about following the path when you can't see. Now, I don't mean physically seeing like with your eyes, like oh, I can't see, I can't see. No, when you are following along a path that you thought, okay, this will lead me to this promise, this will lead me to this goal, this will lead me to this gift, this reward, this final solution, and you're on that path and you're doing what you're supposed to, but you're losing sight. Like the deeper you go, you just like, I don't know if this is worth it, I don't know if I'm going the right way, I don't know if this is actually gonna work out, I don't know if this was my voice, I don't know if this was God's voice, I don't know whose voice I'm hearing. Because I feel like a lot of us go through that and we don't really know how to navigate through that, or to be real and not say it out loud, I feel like that's the point where people start to get discouraged and give up, because it's like, I can't see. You know, just like if you're driving in a storm and it gets too heavy, you have to pull over because you can't see. Sometimes it's not that you are going the wrong way. Sometimes it's not that you're doing anything wrong. Sometimes you literally just have to keep showing up, which is why I am back on YouTube. You can't pay attention to the outside and external forces when you know, okay, this path is in alignment with whatever it is that I'm trying to get towards. You have to keep going. It's going to be days where you don't feel like it. I'm not even going to sit up here and lie and be like, you're going to feel like it every day. You got to get up at 3 a.m. And no, it's going to be days where you don't feel like doing stuff. It's going to be days where you do get discouraged. It's going to be days where you're confused. It's going to be days where you feel fulfilled. It's going to be days where you feel like this is it. It's going to be days where you feel like the breakthrough is the next day. And the breakthrough might be the next week or the next year. We have to build that trust within ourselves that we are going the right way. So let's talk about all of that. First, we're going to acknowledge the feeling that I'm talking about. So have you ever been going down a path and you're like, okay, I'm doing this right, I'm staying consistent. And the thing about consistency is sometimes you can stay consistent and that still doesn't guarantee you to an automatic pop off, like a automatic breakthrough. You can be consistent, you can be posting, you can spend hours editing, you can wake up and set a day to post every single week, and still might be years. I literally just saw somebody the other day, their song that they made 20 years ago is just now blowing up. I think he said 20 years ago. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But the thing is, sometimes it takes time, okay? You have to keep showing up. You got to keep showing up. What this looks like is when you're going down a path and you're not seeing results at the rate that you expected to see it, or it just don't look the way you want it to look, you'll start to like question yourself. And sometimes it gets to the point where you start to wonder, was that God's voice that I heard? Is this even God's promise? Is this in God's will for me? The way to know if it's God's voice and if it's God's promise is you can't outrun it. And I'm going to give y'all a like mini testimony real quick, and then we're gonna hop back into this. You know me, you know I make music, right? And it's been a while since I've released the music. Not since I've made it, but since I've released. And it's gotten to the point where I'm sleeping my dreams and I literally will just break out singing. It's literally to the point where I'm literally like, I can't explain it, but it's like I'm doing what I once felt like was my calling in my dream. I'm speaking. I'm doing everything that I know like my purpose is connected to, right? Right now the physical does not reflect that, okay? I have not done any music videos. I have not done any shows. I have not done any of these things that would tie into, you know, foot on the gas. I have been creating, I haven't been releasing. And so the point I'm getting at is you can't outrun what your calling is. You can hang up, you can change your number, you can move, you can do whatever, but your calling is still gonna run faster than you. Your calling is still gonna know your number. Your calling is still gonna know how to contact you. And you can run, you can hide, but your name is on it. I guess with YouTube, the reason why I was kind of like MIA a little bit is because it's like, okay, I feel like, am I really credible, or am I really, like, what are we even talking about? Is this even reaching the right people? Is anybody even watching? And honestly, I had to have a heart to heart with myself. None of that matters. It doesn't matter if I'm the only one who edits this video and watches it. My job is to put it out. That's it. My job is to get the message out. That's it. So That's how you will know if whose voice it is. And plus, I feel like when you hear God's voice, it's more like stern. It's not gonna be a bunch of talking. God is gonna say what it is. He's gonna tell you what to do. And every time you come back like, oh, the answer's not gonna change. He said what he said, and the answer, like, I think we want to hear stuff in a way we want to hear. We want to hear what we want to hear. It doesn't work like that. So he is gonna say what he said. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and you either gonna get with it or get left. You know. And that's something I had to realize and I had to learn, because he says it and it's like very short and simple, like, do it now, go. And you're just like, go where, do what, da, da, da. When that happens, go within. Essentially, we have a lot of answers in ourselves, but we search through external forces and external things for answers that we contain in ourselves. Pray, speak, go within. Let's talk about the emotions you will have when you're on a narrow path. You will feel lonely. Sometimes you will be alone. You will be in a season of physical isolation. Sometimes you will be in a season of mental isolation. You physically do have people around you. Either way it go, loneliness, it can happen. Like, you may feel lonely. That's okay. Nothing's wrong with you because you feel lonely or alone during that. Sometimes isolation isn't to hurt you, nor is it to hurt anybody else. It's to get you to clearly hear what's going on and clearly see what's going on. When it's a lot of noise, a lot of people, a lot of distractions, you really can't hear and see how you need to. You have to trust in yourself that you are making the right choice, you know? And sometimes it pops up in different ways. So it might not be the way you envisioned it looking, like, oh, okay, I wanted this person here, and I wanted this like this. It don't work like that. So those are some of the feelings you might have. You might have confusion. You might be angry. You might be sad. You might be feeling happy because you know what's coming, but you just don't know when. It's a lot of emotions to have. Don't let your emotions lead you. They're very temporary. So I'm gonna actually start planning my videos out, but so I'm not speaking in circles. It gets hard to keep faith. Faith is, even if it doesn't look how I want it to, I trust that what you said will be done, will be done. Faith is, even if, like, it's still, you still are gonna keep going. And another thing I've noticed is your new life does cost you your old one. You can't hold on to both. As much as we would love to hold on to both and merge both, sadly we can't. It's either you're gonna stay there where you're comfortable at and where you're familiar at, or you're gonna elevate. And sometimes elevation requires separation. Elevation requires sometimes destruction. It's just like when you're building a new building over an old building. Sometimes people knock the old building down and build this new beautiful building up. But I feel like when it comes to this stuff, whether you do like art, any kind of art, or you're just like running your own business, whatever it is, you gotta know in yourself that even though I can't see right now, you know the promise, you know the vision, you saw the vision. You don't need to continuously see what's going on every single step of the way. You're not driving the boat, you're not driving the car, you're the passenger. So act like it. And I'm really sending love to anybody that is feeling like, okay, am I going the right way? Am I going the wrong way? Am I doing this right? Am I doing this wrong? I'm sending y'all love because I understand it can be so easy to get confused. I'm coming back with weekly videos. This is just something I wanted to say, and because I don't know, maybe somebody needs to hear that. But yeah, I will see y'all next week.